Hello and welcome, my friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. In this video, I'm going to be completing my weekly group reading for the week of November 22nd to the 28th. It's hard to believe that we're at the end of November already. The month seems to have flown by with all these amazing opportunities and possibilities, not to mention some of these challenges we've had to face. This week, well, it's going to be no different. There are going to be so many amazing opportunities that are available to us. This week, we have Thanksgiving for my American friends, plus Black Friday. I know, probably sounds crazy, but yes, I'm excited for Black Friday. And no, it's not because of the shopping. It's because of the opportunities that energy provides for us. I'm going to be exploring these energies and these opportunities more throughout this reading and also some individual readings that I have coming up for Thanksgiving plus Black Friday. For this week though, we're going to be looking at how you can use these opportunities for the whole week to support you in overcoming some of those individual challenges, maintaining that high vibration, and embracing these amazing opportunities. The decks I went with this week, of course, we have the Dark Woods Tarot, and then I paired it with the Oracle of the Dragonfae. I love this combination. It's a little dark and mysterious, yet has that edge of beauty. And then to top off, I also am bringing out the smallest little deck I have here. It's the Sovereign Oracle deck. I did an unboxing video for it last week, and I didn't know how I wanted to incorporate it into my readings. I liked the idea, and after some reflection, I have a pretty good idea how I'm going to use it now. So this week also kicks off the use of the Sovereign Oracle. It's going to be fantastic, my friends. Now, the selections. All right, we have Tiger Iron, Serpentine, and Carnelian. I want you to choose whichever crystal resonates with you right now. It may not be your favorite crystal, but it's the one that's been catching your eye as I've been introducing this reading. Then I want you to go into the description box below. There, you're going to find some timestamps. I want you to click on your crystal's correlating timestamp. It's going to take you straight to your reading, and I will see you there, my friends. Hello and welcome, my Tiger Iron friends. This reading is just for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the tarot and the oracle cards here, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what the week holds for my Tiger Iron friends. What can my Tiger Iron friends expect from the week of November 22nd through the 28th? Bridget, we are one. This week is going to remind us of that connection and the importance that other people play in our lives. We were never meant to do this journey alone, and we shouldn't be trying. We need to use creative methods to connect in with our physical support team and our spiritual. We have so many individuals and beings that are with us and are working towards our greater good. We need to embrace and connect in with them so we can strengthen our relationship with them. All right, I've been really excited about this. I've been waiting for this deck, and like I said in the unboxing video, COVID has really had some challenges or added some extra challenges in some of my Kickstarter programs, some of the decks I've been supporting. So I was really pleasantly surprised to see that it arrived. It's something that I've been wanting to add into my weekly readings for some time, so I'm really excited that we can do it now. What should my Tiger Iron friends, focus in on this week? I've been finding that the cards are really jumpy today, and it's not helpful in this deck. This deck is really tiny, and it's actually almost too small. I know I complain about the size of the oracle cards because sometimes they're so oversized and they're hard to shuffle. Well, this is undersized and it slips out of your hand. And when I say slips out of your hand, I mean the whole deck slips out of your hand. So it needs to be a smidge bigger because these cards have been amazing in my readings. Listen, pause, let your emotions guide you. Ask your body for its perspective. Notice the messages appearing around you. Something that we need to contend with and be mindful of this week. Slowing down and being open to these messages. Many of us have shut down our clairvoyance and clairaudience, so our clear hearing and seeing because of fear. Whether it be fear brought on by others or what we've seen or heard. So they're incredibly hard to connect in with. However, we have the ability to connect into our feelings and knowledge through claircognizance, which is clear knowing, and clairsentience, which is clear feeling. So we need to be open to these messages in differing ways. Because when we're open to these messages, that's when we get the guidance that we, most need. So let's get into this week. What can my Tiger Iron friends expect from the beginning of the week? Page of Pentacles. Of course, pages are that childlike, inquisitive energy that's full of play and exploration. That pentacle, well, we've got that grounded, growthy energy. And that's what we need to embrace. That groundedness is going to help us have that foundation and stability that's going to help us embrace these amazing opportunities to come. The beginning of the week, we're able to reach out and explore. Explore self, explore our connections to others, explore how we're receiving information. This reflection and this inquisitive energy will support us in understanding ourselves and what it is we need. And what will help us out the most in this amazing week of opportunities, and of course, the weeks and months to come. This understanding, it's going to help us out a lot. It gives us that foundation to build off of. What does the middle of the week bring my Tiger Iron friends? Strength, the 8th card in the Major Arcana. And of course, we're looking at using our abilities, our skills in our own way. We're able to overcome challenges when we connect in to ourselves and what it is we can do. And what's more, we don't try and just emulate or replicate something else or somebody else. We're doing it in our own way, using skills and abilities and knowledge from the past and incorporating them into our everyday, melding and creating tools that are going to support us in overcoming those challenges, helping us to see those challenges that we're going to have to face, or foreplan in how to overcome them with greater ease. Strength connects in with the universal energy on 2 different levels. The original card has this beautiful maiden who is easily closing the mouth of a lion. There's an infinity symbol above her head and a hidden infinity symbol with the rosary garland floral thing that's around her waist and around the lion's mane, around his neck. That hidden infinity symbol, those hidden talents and aspects that we've been kind of hiding away because of fear, well, they're going to serve us the most this week. That exploration, that creativity, it's going to be needed. How can you best create and meld those aspects and pieces to work for you, well, for your greater good? Like I said, we can't just take something in a cookie cutter form and expect it to have amazing results. We need to add that personal flair and twist so we have that ownership and we have that connection in. Things are more fulfilling and meaningful when we have that connection, because we need that understanding and we need that creativity to connect into these opportunities, because the end of the week, it truly is like a floodgate of opportunities, because we do have the American Thanksgiving. And no, my friends, it does not matter if you're American or if it's your Thanksgiving, we still have these opportunities. These energies, they're all around us. We have Black Friday. And again, yes, there may be some amazing deals. However, there's going to be even more amazing opportunities for your growth and development. Then we head off into the weekend, the full beaver moon. Now, the full beaver moon rises on November 30th. And the greatest thing about the full moon energy and that divine feminine energy is that we're able to embrace those energies 2 days before and 2 days after. So even in the middle of the week, we're starting to feel that divine feminine come forward. And to top it all off, with the full beaver moon, we have a lunar eclipse. That in itself is a totally different astrological phenomenon with a very short window. However, it in itself, well, it slams doors shut and opens up new possibilities. So, like I said, we're opening up that floodgate of opportunity. The more we understand ourselves and our abilities, we trust in our abilities, and we start to meld them and add that personal flair, the more we're going to be able to embrace these amazing opportunities and possibilities that are going to start flooding open. So let's go on to the end of the week. What can my Tiger Iron friends expect from the end of the week? The Ten of Pentacles. Tens are about endings and beginnings. That pentacle, again, we're back to that growth and abundance suit. And of course, the Ten of Pentacles is a family card. Now, for my American friends, of course, well, you've got Thanksgiving, a time for family and friends. Additionally, no matter where you're from, most of us start to build up towards the holidays. We see the American Thanksgiving as that starting point for our holiday preparations. Our friends, our family, well, they're important to us. They're close to our heart, and we start to think of them and how we can support them and make their holiday time, well, the best and most it can be. Goes back to that we are one. We're starting to have that collective energy of joy and excitement. Anticipation for the fun that's going to happen later in December. We need to embrace that and use that to our advantage. Feed us and let us thrive. Having a better understanding of all these opportunities that we can start to embrace. Using our family as that foundation to support us in our growth, in our development. We're going to see that we're able to thrive and grow. And what's more, start to plant even more aspects and pieces for future growth. Important aspect here, guys, and it's kind of hinted at in the Strength card, is that astral support. We need that guidance from our high vibrational beings and the universe. We need that individual guidance to support us in connecting in with these opportunities that are going to be most meaningful for us. All of them are going to present new and exciting learning opportunities, and learning experiences. Some of them are going to be for a greater good and are going to be easier on our journey, and others, it's going to be a hard learn. No matter what opportunity we choose, they're all going to be fantastic. They're going to give us learning experiences and opportunities for growth. So let's look at the challenge of the week. What challenge will my Tiger Iron friends face for the week of November 22nd through the 28th? The Six of Wands. Now, sixes are a balance card. And that balance, it's going to be important because we need that balance to connect in to these amazing growth opportunities. We need that balance to explore and connect into ourselves, understanding ourselves better. We don't want to hyper focus in on any of these aspects because, again, we'll miss out on opportunities. We miss out on some important information. We need to have that balance. Now, the Six of Wands is a card of victory, where we're looking at believing in ourselves and knowing that when we connect into our passions, connect into that inner fire, we're going to be successful. The challenge is that we're not too sure about all of what we can do. We're not too sure that we're open for and able to access these opportunities. We're questioning our abilities. We're questioning whether or not we can receive this insight and information. We're all feeling a little bit disconnected, and we're missing out on that connection and camaraderie that we're so used to. So there's a lot of challenges and stumbles. As you start to pick them apart and you focus in on what's truly important, when we focus in on some grounding and some deep breathing, taking time for ourselves, slowing down and opening ourselves up to insight, wisdom, and, of course, opportunity. One of the ways we can do that, of course, is through meditation. Meditation is so helpful when it comes to balancing ourselves out and equalizing our brain usage. When we meditate, scientists have proved that we start to balance out our brain and be able to use both hemispheres. Many of us favor one side over the other, so we strengthen that one side. So if we're creative people, we strengthen that side of our brain. Whereas if we are more of an analytical person, we strengthen that side. With meditation, we're able to connect in with both aspects, both spheres, which gives us more access to our skills, our abilities, and our faculties to creating solutions and, reaching for those opportunities. A meditation that is coming up and resonating with me in this situation is a meditation I did with Archangel Cassiel on balance. That balance is going to help us turn the Six of Wands from a challenge, an obstacle card, to an ally, supporting us in that connection, supporting us in reaching for these opportunities, and, starting to make a change and shifts in our lives, bringing in new adventures, new ideas, and perspectives and possibilities. New can be challenging and scary, however, it is really helpful when it comes to changing and shifting what we're currently dealing with. So with some balance, we're going to find that the Six of Wands, it becomes an ally, and that victorious nature, it comes shining through. Let's go on to some blessings. What blessings can my Tiger Iron friends embrace for the week of November 22nd through the 28th? the wild huntress. Face your shadows. Like I said, new can be scary sometimes. We have to be able to face our fears. Face those aspects and pieces that we don't understand too well, that we've associated fear with. And that's no thanks to our ego, but unfortunately, there's fear associated with them. We need to face that shadow, face that fear, shed some light on it, transmute that energy with some love and some nurturing. We have that divine feminine energy of the full moon supporting us with that. Taking time for you, nurturing you, will go a long way in understanding these amazing aspects of self that we've either forgotten or have been too afraid to embrace and allow to flourish. Dragonfae of rebirth. Whole again. Listening to our high vibrational support team, our physical support team, including of course our family and friends, are going to support us in these amazing opportunities. These opportunities are going to help us connect into ourselves, understand these shadowy parts, so we can start to reclaim who it is we are, what it is we've forgotten. When we were incarnated here, the veil of amnesia came through, and we don't remember anything, or very little. It's important we take that time for ourselves, working on that inner aspect. When we work on our inner self and understand ourselves, we see that rebirth coming forward. We're able to live an authentic life. That authenticity not only helps to raise our vibration, helps us to understand ourselves and our abilities more fully, so that we can make some amazing shifts and changes for our greater good, which of course impacts the greater good of all. So we're going to end off on any further insight, wisdom, and guidance that we can share with my Tiger Iron friends. The King of Cups. Kings are that fully developed personality. That cup, we're looking at that emotion and intuition. Now, because he's the King of Cups, he has the most control. Sometimes that can be seen as a bit of an emotional cyborg. However, we need to take that control and use it to our advantage. Like I said, there's a lot of opportunities, which also means there's a lot of energies coming forward. And those energies can be really hard to deal with. We can be bombarded by them, which can cause stagnation due to fear, due to heartache and pain. We need to take control of things, protecting ourselves from this fluctuating energy. The more we do that, the more we're going to be able to embrace what these opportunities are offering us. When we're being bombarded by these energies, because let's be honest, some of these energies are pretty toxic. The background of Black Friday, it's pretty dark, and that can be really overwhelming. Not to mention, we have that start off or kick off to the holidays. So we have a lot of people with very clear intentions. And sometimes that conflict, it adds to that low vibration, and it feels so heavy and so overwhelming. We need to take control of it so we're not so impacted and debilitated by it. The Hierophant, the fifth card in the Major Arcana. And of course, we're having that connection to that universal energy. Very much the keeper of keys and opener of doors. The Hierophant is here to help you get to these opportunities. Open these doors for you so you can embrace some different and, well, new ideas and possibilities. We need to connect into that universal energy, ask for that guidance, and be open and actively listen for that response. That response is going to connect you to these amazing doors and opportunities of growth and abundance that await you. We need that active participation to connect in so that we can receive that message, that guidance that we need. The Six of Swords. Of course, we're looking at a movement card. It doesn't matter what pain, what heartache or baggage we're carrying. We need to continue to move forward. That forward progression and active participation helps us to embrace these opportunities. Without it, we're just seeing opportunities pass us by. We're not paying attention, and we're kind of ostriching, or we put our head in the sand and going, I'm not going to pay attention, I'm just too overwhelmed. We miss out on movement, and we stick our butt in the air for the universe to zap us with the tower. We don't want that. We have a lot of choice, and we can start to guide that boat to where it is that we're going to find that meaning, no matter what that opportunity is. Like I said, some are going to be a little bit easier to deal with less challenge, but all of them will offer you opportunity for experience, for learning, and for abundance. So no matter what baggage we're carrying and how heavy some of these energies get, we need to keep moving. We have to keep that forward progression so that we have those choices available to us. Now, of course, we have the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands. When you have that multiple six, the angels are telling you to balance your thoughts between the physical and spiritual world. Remember, we don't want to hyper-focus in on anything. We want to focus in on the whole aspect, the whole self, in all areas of your life. When we are able to maintain that balance, that stability, that's when growth occurs on all areas. We have the ability to greet these opportunities in all aspects of our lives for our greater good, for movement, growth, and abundance in all aspects. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and that you were able to gain some insight and direction into what the week holds for you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really does help people find me in the sea of YouTube, which of course helps to raise the vibration of many, which of course raises the vibration of more people, which has a domino effect and raises the vibration of us as a collective. Additionally, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. As I mentioned before, there's lots of stuff happening over the weekend, and I've got videos for all of them. So the best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. And if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I do have a Patreon page full of tiers and perks. And those perks, of course, you're looking at individual and private readings and healings for you. Plus, I have a Patreon exclusive library of videos just for my supporters. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Tiger Iron friends. Hello and welcome, my Serpentine friends. This reading is especially for you. Like always, I have the full decks of both the tarot and the oracle cards here, so you get the most comprehensive reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what the week holds for my Serpentine friends. What can my Serpentine friends expect from the week of November 22nd through the 28th? Lady Grain, open your heart. Such a pretty card. Many of us are feeling that impact of what's going on globally, and we keep turtling and cocooning ourselves to protect ourselves from these energies, from what's happening. We need to open ourselves up for this love so we can attract it to us. If you're cocooning yourself and curling yourself up into a ball, you're missing out on some amazing energies. Not to mention, you're impacting your own energetic system from working properly. It's just like anything else. It's harder to breathe when you're all curled up into a ball. Your lungs can't expand to their fullest. We need to uncurl ourselves and find other methods of protection so that we're able to embrace this love and light. This high vibrational energy is going to support us a lot more. Additionally, if we're all curled up and cocooned, we can't embrace these opportunities. We're going to miss them because we're looking at our feet, not looking up at all these amazing opportunities that are coming our way. This week is kind of a bit of a floodgate of opportunities because at the end of the week, like I said, we have the American Thanksgiving, and it does not matter if you're American or not, you can still embrace these amazing energies and reach out to these amazing opportunities. Black Friday, and I'm not talking about, again, that purchasing power. I'm talking about these opportunities to make a better change in your life. Then, of course, we cascade into that amazing divine feminine energy of the full moon. The full beaver moon rises on November 30th. However, we have that ability to embrace those energies for the 2 days before and 2 days after. Additionally, we have an eclipse on the full beaver moon, which adds to our opportunities. It's up to us to stand up and embrace them. So, I've been really excited about this. I've been waiting for this deck, and like I said in the unboxing, all the delays and challenges of COVID have impacted the ability to get new decks. So I've been so excited to add this as an element into my weekly readings. What should my Serpentine friends focus in on this week? I was so excited for this deck, and I'm finding as I use it, it's just a shade too small. I know I've complained about some of the oracle cards being too big. Well, this is a bit different. Because of its size, it's so easy to drop the whole deck. And I don't have a big hand, so I can easily grab hold of them. But to shuffle them, it's a bit of a bear. Co-creation. Let go of competition. Relax ideas of perfection. Embrace playmates. Let the expression of your gifts create opportunities for others. That cooperation or co-creation is going to be important. We can't be open to love if there's no one sharing that love with you. The more of us who are working together on this, the more we're raising our vibration. So focusing in on what's truly important this week, focusing in on these opportunities, and working together as a collective to get the job done. We need to overcome these challenges, and we need to start to shift this energy within ourselves, in our communities, and globally. So let's look at this week a little bit more. What can my Serpentine friends, expect from the beginning of the week? The cards have been very clear and very jumpy today, so it's been a lot of fun. You heard it jump. The lovers. God, I love my decks. So, like I said, love, really important, really needed. Co-creation, We can't do this alone. The beginning of the week, we need to embrace those relationships, whether they're really intimate or a friend. We need that connection. And I know there's a lot of restrictions in play right now. However, we need to be creative with it. Using our words, using our technologies to our advantage. That connection, that love, well, it can transcend space. It's an energy. So whether they are with you in person or across the world, we still have that ability to reach out and connect in with them. These relationships will really empower you. They will help you in your time of need, strengthen you, and nurture you in ways that other relationships can't. These are the very close relationships that we have. They're the positive ones that are very meaningful for us. So let's go on to the middle of the week. What can my Serpentine friends expect from the middle of the week? The Hermit. The 9th card in the Major Arcana. And of course, it's that inner journey, that self-understanding. The more we understand self, the better our relationships are. We're able to create deeper and more meaningful relationships, which of course support us on a deeper level, which of course helps to raise our vibration, their vibration. Everybody is in a win-win situation. That self-exploration, it does go a long way in strengthening your relationship with others and with yourself. The middle of the week, we need to take some time for us. Work on us and our relationship with ourselves. And then on to the end of the week. This is where you're going to see that floodgate of opportunity. What can my Serpentine friends expect from the end of the week? The 6 of Swords. It's a movement card. Talks about no matter what baggage we're carrying, what pains, what fears we have, we need to continue to move forward. What's more is that we're not doing it alone. In the original deck, we saw Pamela Coleman Smith draw a woman and a child sitting in a boat with a ferryman helping them across a body of water. On one side, it's really calm and placid. On the other side, it's really choppy. And no, there were no alligators. There's alligators in said water. Oops, not on camera. So, alligators in said water. There were no alligators in the original card. However, that does denote the challenge, those obstacles. We are going to go to a calmer, more abundant area as we move forward, as we embrace these opportunities. We can't let past experiences, past fears and pains slow us down, inhibit us from embracing these amazing possibilities. Like I said, this is going to be that gateway into all these amazing opportunities that are going to resonate in different vibration. So depending on how high of a vibration you're at, will depend on how much you're going to be able to participate and see in these amazing opportunities. We want to maintain that high vibration, and that's why the Hermit is here first. The Hermit supports us in raising our vibration through self-understanding and exploration. That helps us to be open to these opportunities. These opportunities help us, get away from some of this low vibration. Help us get to a space where we're able to heal ourselves even more. So the end of the week, we're going to be able to have some movement. Things we have to keep in mind, of course, we have to keep in mind that we're not doing this alone. We need to work together. That co-creation is very important, whether it be our physical support team or our high vibrational support team. I know this is a very menacing angel that's in the Lovers. However, it's supposed to depict Archangel Raphael. And even on his scarier days and really hectic days, I haven't seen him ever like that. Just saying. Usually, he's a pretty calm and cool, collected energy. Very green and a lot of fun. Not so menacing. Which, of course, touches into the healing that we're going to be able to do as we go into this self-exploration. Like I said, the end of the week, we have that divine feminine energy of the full beaver moon. Using that to our advantage for our healing. We need to heal. We need to move forward. We need to explore. We need to heal so we can move forward. It's literally like peeling an onion. So, there's a lot we can do this week. Now, we have the Lovers, which is the 6th card in the Major Arcana, and then the 6 of Swords. When you have that multiple 6, the angels are telling you to balance your thoughts between your physical and spiritual worlds. We can't get hyper-focused or caught up in this aspect. We need to keep things in perspective so that we can move forward in a high vibrational way for all aspects of self. We don't want other aspects to suffer because we're hyper-focusing in on different elements here. Small little steps, guys, so you can take small little time. A meditation, mine are usually about 30 to 40 minutes. So that's manageable. You can add that into your day. Taking time for you and that self-reflection, taking time for those important people. Again, we don't have to spend the whole day focusing in or hyper-focusing in on people. We can give small chunks of time to everybody. That balance, it's going to be essential. So let's go on to the challenge. What challenge will my Serpentine friends face for the week of November 22nd through the 28th? The 7 of Wands. Now, 7s are a challenging number. However, they're usually victorious with some work. The 7 of Wands, of course, we're talking about that conflict and not backing down. Unfortunately, with everything that's going on, that confrontation, it's just going to add fuel to that low vibrational energy. We need to take that deep breath in so we can embrace these opportunities in a high vibrational manner. We need to use our coping mechanisms and our tools to support us in finding better solutions to some of this conflict. And of course, many of us are going to feel that confrontation, that conflict. With the American Thanksgiving in full swing, that has a lot of expectations and demands. And of course, no matter whether you're American or where you are in the world, we're going to feel that energy. We're looking at a time where holidays are kicking off. People's expectations and demands, well, they're everywhere. And of course, it's aggravated by the fact that we can't have so much of a traditional holiday that we had anticipated. Many of us are facing restrictions and aren't able to participate in that traditional event. Again, it goes back to our creativity. How can we create a different and meaningful holiday season within these restrictions? That creativity and that flexibility, it's going to go a lot further for you than that confrontation. We need to use that passion and creativity to our advantage. When we do, we're still standing up for what we believe in, but we're doing it in a manner that is high vibrational. And we turn that 7 of Wands from a conflict or challenge to, well, an ally, as a support. We're using our passion and our creativity to support us and really embracing these opportunities, working on self and moving yourself forward for your greater good and the greater good of others. Let's go into some blessings now. What blessing can my Serpentine, apparently that one's important, Serpentine friends embrace for the week of November 22nd through the 28th? Like I said, the cards are really jumpy today. There's a lot going on, and the high vibrational beings are really clear. There's stuff we need to get out. Queen Mab, your ancient wisdom is awakening. That movement forward, it's kind of connecting the dots. We've lived through events. We've lived through pandemics and plagues and famine. We've done it before. And we're awakening to different tools, to different ideas on how to go forward. And we need that ancient history, that wisdom, to support us in creating that solution that is more high vibrational, that is meaningful for you, and is going to get the job done. One of the ways that we can connect into this ancient wisdom is through a meditation I did with Archangel Mariel. We connected in with a tool that you needed to start to use and connect in with again. And we also connected you in with one of your astral family members, helping you to, again, reconnect to some of that wisdom that's going to help you out the most. It's a fun 30-minute meditation that you can use to your advantage. Heideke's door, a knock on the door. I love this card. It's so easy to miss out on some of this wisdom, guidance, and opportunities. We get caught up in looking for big blaring signs, when sometimes it's those small little aspects that are right in front of us. We're just not noticing. We're not focusing in and paying attention. And we need to pay attention, my friends. When we take that time, we set those intentions, and we pay attention to what's happening around us, that's when we can start to see and feel those opportunities. Those aha moments come forward. We're not getting caught up in the everyday. We're not getting caught up in the everyday demands. And we're taking off those blinders and being more open and present to what's happening right here and right now. Okay, guys, we're going to end off on any further insight, wisdom, and guidance that we can share with my Serpentine friends for the week of November 22nd through the 28th. God, I love this deck. It is so sassy. The Hanged Man. I'm not sure why they didn't just change it to woman, because obviously that's not a man, but well, whatever. It's the Let It Go card. We need to let go of some of those expectations. We need to take those blinders off and be present. When we're present, we're more able to embrace these amazing opportunities, wisdom, and insight that the high vibrational beings and the universe are trying to share with you. We can't get caught up on our expectations and our demands, because when we do, that's when we miss out the most. The Six of Pentacles. Adding to that angel message of the Six of Balance, that pentacle, we're looking at that earthy, grounded energy. The Six of Pentacles reminds us of the importance of balancing out our energies to all aspects of self. That balance, it's crucial in embracing and being open to this movement and to these opportunities. we have a lot of sixes. We have 3 sixes to be exact. And those sixes are telling you that we need to balance our thoughts between our physical and spiritual worlds. Well, we're adding in that energy and that intent. If we ignore different aspects of ourselves and our life, well, we're going to miss out. We'll miss out on those opportunities, and we can cause more challenge for ourselves. We need to be very mindful and present for us. And don't forget to use our supports, using our words to ask for the help that we need. We can't do it all. We can't be everything for everybody. We need to set some boundaries and, well, do what we can for our greater good and the greater good of the others. Because sometimes people ask us to do stuff just because they don't want to. We need to balance things out and set those boundaries. The 7 of Pentacles. Of course, 7s, like I said earlier, 7s are a challenge number. However, with some work, are victorious. Another pentacle. We're also adding to that need for grounding ourselves and ensuring we have stability as we're working on all these different aspects. I know it's like a juggling act. However, the more grounded you are, the more able you're going to be to support yourself in balancing out and juggling all these balls. Now, the 7 of Pentacles, of course, is one of those work cards. When you put your back into something and do that hard work, setting those intentions and putting action to what it is you want done, you're going to see growth and progress. And we need to do it this week. We need to set some intentions in all aspects of ourselves and our lives so we can get some growth and prosperity in all aspects. And including, and very important, those relationships. We have that co-creation. We're not supposed to do this journey alone, and we need to embrace and incorporate those important people that are in our lives. Now, obviously, we do have that double 7 in angel messages. When you have that multiple 7, they're telling you that you're on the right track to keep going. And that's exactly what we need to do. Put some work into it, set some intentions, and embrace that love. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain some insight and direction into what the week is offering you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help people find me on the sea of YouTube, and, well, it really helps raise that global energy and maintaining that high vibration on a grander scale. And if you did like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. As I alluded to earlier, there's a lot coming up in this weekend. And I've got readings for each different activity, each different event. So there's a lot coming your way. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Now, if you really enjoyed this video and you want to support me in making more, I do have a Patreon page. It's full of tiers and perks. And of course, those perks, you're looking at individual and private readings and healings with me. Plus, I have a library of Patreon exclusive videos just for my supporters. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Serpentine friends. Hello and welcome, my Carnelian friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full deck of the tarot and both oracle cards here, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Alright, without further ado, let's see what the week holds for my Carnelian friends. What can my Carnelian friends expect from the week of November 22nd through the 28th. The Pendragon, pure male energy. What a beautiful card. Now, this beautiful masculine energy is going to balance you out. At the end of the week, we're going to be able to embrace that divine feminine energy of the full beaver moon. We need that balance within ourselves and our lives to help with that creativity, to make ourselves feel better and more in harmony within ourselves. That balance of masculine and feminine, well, it's the equation or the yin and yang of creativity. Both these aspects are going to be needed to support you in the challenges and obstacles of this week and the weeks to come, and additionally, strengthening you to embrace some amazing opportunities. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of them this week. We have that American Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Both of these are going to offer opportunities unto themselves. Additionally, this balance is going to help us out with yet another phenomenon that's going to bring in more change. With the full beaver moon, we have a lunar eclipse. And those eclipses, well, they help to bring in that change, kind of that slamming of the door and opening up for more opportunities. This balanced state, it's going to go a long way in helping you embrace all these opportunities to make some shifts and changes that are meaningful for you and your journey. So I can't wait. I have been waiting for this deck, and like I said in the unboxing video, COVID's really playing havoc with some of these newer decks. So I kind of had an idea how I was going to use the Sovereign deck and the couple expansion decks I bought with it, and I can't wait. This is fantastic. What should my Carnelian friends focus in on this week? I won't lie, my friends, as much as I love this deck, it may be just a hair too small. I don't have the biggest hands, so the deck fits nicely in my hands, but due to the size, they're so easy to drop as a whole rather than having a little bit of stability there. I think if it would have been the business size card, we would have seen a little bit of a better shuffle. It doesn't help that there's so many of them in the deck, so it does make it a challenge to shuffle. Devotion. Look up. Devotion. Look at upcoming efforts through the eyes of your soul. Take up the task as if all your heart is dependent on it. Apply yourself to sacred passion with constant presence. We do need that devotion, that focus in on the task at hand. We need that active participation. I've said it in past videos. We may have a lot of opportunities being presented. However, unless we're focused in on them, unless we're paying attention and putting action to our words and our thoughts, they're going to pass us by. We need to embrace these amazing energies. We need to put action to these opportunities, or we're going to miss them. We may have some side effects of those energies. However, with that veil that has settled in around the earth that's full of fear and heartache, we're not going to gain any of that subsequent or side effect energy. We're not going to be able to differentiate it. Many of us are feeling energetically overwhelmed right now. We need to set those intentions. We need to devote ourselves to this. Now, I'm not talking about 100% devotion where 24/7 you are focusing in on this. We started out with the balance of masculine and feminine. The same goes here. We need to balance our life out. that hyper focus on anything isn't going to help us. But we do need that attention and those intentions to be set. We can't allow our ego or these energies to sidetrack us or derail us. So let's look at this week a little bit more. What can my Carnelian friends expect from the beginning of the week? I just looked up and I missed it originally. There's a full moon in here. The divine masculine and that divine feminine, that balance. It's very important. The Five of Wands. Like I said, this week we have a lot of opportunities. There's a lot going on. We have the American Thanksgiving. We have Black Friday. Now, it doesn't matter where you're located in the world. You're still going to be impacted by these energies, and you will still have these opportunities available to you. Now, no matter where you are, most of us, we see the American Thanksgiving as that kickoff to the holidays. And of course, you have that added conflict, that added struggle. You have the demands that you put on yourself. You have the demands that others put on you. Those expectations, those needs. It is all compounded by, well, what's going on globally. We're having added restrictions and added challenges, which starts to shift that traditional holiday. Starts to limit our ability to do what we normally do, which adds to that heartache and fear. So that conflict, it's pretty ripe, it's pretty heavy. We need to use that balanced energy, that high vibrational energy, to resolving some of this conflict in a high vibrational way. We have to be very mindful not to react with our ego, which is so easy. When people are barking and snapping at you, well, the easiest response is to do it back to them. However, you just then add to that low vibrational energy. We don't need that. We need that high vibrational energy. That's why that balanced energy is so important. Additionally, we have that added strength and protection of the divine masculine here, with the Pendragon dragon watching over this week. That masculine energy is there for our advantage. It's up to us to embrace it. We have that added protection. And if you don't feel that energy or aren't too sure how to embrace it, I did a meditation. And I actually kicked off my Just You and Me series with this meditation. It was a protection meditation where I did tap into that divine feminine, the divine masculine, and Archangel Michael's energies to help protect you from some of this, well, energetic heaviness, this chaotic energy, and of course, we can add in that aggressive energy. With that little bit of protection, that's going to go a long way in helping you use more of your faculties. Not only is it a meditation, and meditations in themselves help to calm our brain, it's a protection. So we feel more calm and centered within ourselves, and, well, we're not so impacted by some of this up and down energy that's all around us. You'll find that meditation is going to be very essential for you, especially this week, because we are able to access more of our brain. We're calming our mind. We're rebalancing the two spheres of our brain, which means if you predominantly function from the right hemisphere or the left hemisphere, you're able to access both parts, giving you the best solution. You're using more of your faculties. And we're going to need that, especially in the beginning of the week, because that conflict, it's going to be there. We resolve it in a high vibrational manner. Well, It's only going to benefit you and those around you. Let's go into the middle of the week. What does the middle of the week bring, my Carnelian friends? The Knight of Cups. Knights, of course, are that no fear energy, that adolescent go big or go home energy. And we also have it combined with the cup, which is intuition and emotion. We need to be careful that we're not bombarded by this flaming anger and fear. That we're able to protect ourselves, we're able to continue to embrace these amazing opportunities. Your ego will play on this. We can't allow that heartache to slow us down, that fear to slow us down. We need that courage and that determination to push on. Because really, right about here, right in between the knight and the next card, we're looking at that window of opportunity We're looking at that window of opportunity exploding open with Thanksgiving, Black Friday, the full moon, and then also the lunar eclipse. There's a lot going on. We need to be prepared for that. We need that balance. We need that courage and that determination. That's why we have that Pendragon overseeing this week. We need that pure adrenaline, that testosterone, that inner fire and passion to, push us through, to get us past this little bit of a blip and not slow you down. Additionally, that intuitional energy of the Knight of Cups, it's going to be essential because there are going to be a lot of opportunities. We need to have that direction to figure out which opportunity is going to serve you the most right now. They're all going to serve you in different ways and different levels. But there are going to be ones that are really going to help you out. We don't need to stress about it. We just need to be open to it. Open to which pathway we should take. Now, like I said earlier, meditation is going to be helpful. A meditation that's going to help with this, and it also connects into that lunar energy, is a meditation I did with Archangel Christiel. We looked at you having a better understanding of your path. And, that's what we're going to need the most. These amazing opportunities, they're going to be all around us. Taking time, whether it be in the middle of the week to plan forward, or in the latter part of the week to explore what is right in front of you. Using that meditation, whether it be the first time or a revisit. Using it to your advantage. And yes, I know many of you are like, I don't know which day to put it on. You can do it every day. It's a meditation. You cannot overdose on meditation. You're only going to help you and heal you, giving you that insight and direction. Don't put too much stress on yourself because that's a low vibrational energy. We need to take that step back, embrace ourselves with that nurturing, loving energy of the divine feminine, and allow to be open to these opportunities, to what's there. When we put those expectations on, we do restrict our ability to embrace these opportunities. We lower our vibration and we're not able to see or connect in with what is right in front of us, what the universe wants to share with you. On to the end of the week. What can my Carnelian, friends expect from the end of the week? And I should point out, I have done readings, or I will be doing readings when this comes out I have done, or actually as of this video I haven't, but I'm going to be doing, and I will have done by the end of the week, videos for each of these upcoming events. Thanksgiving, Black Friday, the full moon, and I've split it off with the lunar eclipse. It has its own reading. As the lunar eclipse does tap into that full beaver moon, yet it isn't the full beaver moon, because the full beaver moon on itself has so much to share. I have a separate one for the eclipse because it is such a short experience, a short time that we can access that energy. So there will be a number of readings coming out in this week that you can use to your advantage for added guidance. The Five of Swords. My cards are catching up to me. I just said we need to be very mindful of those expectations that we have on ourselves, how our ego impacts us. We need to maintain that high vibration. Getting caught up in fear or worry that you're not doing something right, or you should be doing something more. Those expectations sometimes are too high. We really do like to set that bar high, which at times is to our detriment. We need to be mindful and caring to ourselves, because that conflict, it kind of does a weird wave type. It's going to come in, we're going to be able to overcome it during the middle of the week, and then it's going to shoot back up. We need to be able to maintain that high vibration so we're able to overcome this conflict, this aggression. The way we talk to ourselves and treat ourselves, it matters. That meditation, well, I've got another idea for you. I did a meditation with Archangel Raguel a number of weeks ago, and we worked on balancing out those self-beliefs about ourselves. We need to shift how we treat ourselves, and that balance, like I said when the Pendragon came out, it's essential. Balance is another word that's going to be very important for you. You can access this meditation to help out with that inner conflict and some of that inner dialogue. When we're able to use our head and maintain that high vibration, that conflict, it's easier to overcome. We're able to create solutions for our greater good. So at the end of the week, don't allow your ego to win out, to slow your progression, or to minimize your opportunities because of the way it's reacting to this amazing growth. There's so much that's going to be available. It's going to be really us that slow ourselves down. So I'm going to do it just because I usually do it. I'm going to look at the challenge of the week. I know we have a lot of conflict. We've got our ego, but let's look at that intentionally. What challenge will my Carnelian friends face for the week of November 22nd through to the 28th? Oh, I laugh. This deck is very sassy. The Two of Pentacles. Of course, balance is going to be the challenge. I said initially, we need to balance out that masculine and feminine. Balance is going to be important. So of course, we're going to struggle with it the most. It's going to add to some of this conflict, some of this challenge that we're dealing with. Again, with some foreplanning and some active participation and devotion to you, you'll be able to turn the Two of Pentacles to a support because you're actively focusing in on that balance. You're focusing in on you, working on and strengthening you. So, balance is something we need to be careful of on top of everything else. And I should note, and I didn't say anything, but I do have double fives here. So in angel messages, when you have that multiple 5, the angels are telling you that a positive change is coming your way and that you need to be excited for that adventure to come. Unlike tarot, the angels see 5 as something amazing, and so should you. You're going to learn skills and strengthen tools to overcome some challenges, because this is just the start of the holiday season. There's still going to be more to come. We know there's a lot of pressure and demands over the holidays, and the global situation, well, it just adds to that. We need to have coping mechanisms in play that are high vibrational and that support you and support your relationships with your family and friends. So let's look at some blessings. What blessings can my Carnelian friends embrace for the week of November 22nd through to the 28th? Orky, boundaries. Boundaries are going to help. Boundaries with others and boundaries with ourselves. If we put a boundary into ourselves, we're not going to tolerate that negative self-talk, that we're going to make shifts and changes to improve our relationship with ourselves, well, you're going to see the way people treat you shift as well. Because people mirror how we treat ourselves or how we're feeling about ourselves. So we really do empower ourselves when we put a little extra time and nurturing towards ourselves. Changing the way that we treat us, it does go a long way. Additionally, when we have some healthy boundaries with our friends and family, some of this conflict and aggression, it minimizes because you have established boundaries. We don't have to do everything for everybody. We need those boundaries in place so that we don't burn out and we reduce that conflict. Grandmother magic, I comfort you. We're not alone. We have some amazing divine feminine that we can use to our advantage. When we take that time and engage with and embrace these amazing energies, that's when we make some amazing changes, because we're able to embark on some amazing adventures. Those opportunities, they're all around us. Taking that divine feminine and caring for us, well, it goes a long way in strengthening us and our ability to overcome challenges, our ability to take on new adventures. Both are going to be very important for us in the days and weeks to come. Nurturing ourselves and caring for ourselves will go a long way in this amazing journey that we have ahead of us. So we're going to end off on any further insight, guidance, wisdom that we can share with my Carnelian friends for the week of November 22nd through to the 28th. Justice. Balance card. The more we're able to balance ourselves out, we're able to stay in that high vibration, of course, we're going to gain that insight. We're going to be able to maintain positive relationships with others and ourselves. Additionally, justice, she's a gatekeeper. We have a rite of passage. Like I said, we're going to be able to strengthen skills and mold tools to support us in the challenges of the holidays and the months and weeks to come. We're going to be able to strengthen us and our ability to deal with what's coming forward. Additionally, justice helps us cut away some of that buildup that we don't need. As I had said earlier, that meditation, that's going to go far in helping you stay and maintain in that high vibrational energy. Well, when we meditate, we get rid of some of that buildup gunk. And Justice is going to help us a lot more. She's going to help us clear stuff out. We can set intentions. We can set that devotion to ourselves, healing us, releasing us from some of this buildup, some of this stuff that's holding us back, that's not serving us. So we're open to these amazing opportunities. We have more room within ourselves to embrace and engage with what those opportunities want to share. And yet another major arcana, the Chariot. Again, another balance card. So are we getting that picture, that devotion to self and to our path, combining that with the balance card? It's going to be very meaningful for you. The Chariot, along with being a balance card, talks about using your willpower to overcome and conquer those challenges, no matter what that challenge looks like. Knowing that we have that ability to overcome any and all challenge, well, goes a long way in being successful. We need to use our willpower and that inner flame and passion to push us forward. That balance, of course, the Charioteer, the original card, and many subsequent cards, the steeds that pull the chariot are different colored. They're usually black and white. So that black and white energy comes in the Justice and in the Chariot. And the more we're looking at things in that black and white, opposed to those shades of gray, the more we're going to be able to critically think about things. We're not getting caught up in the motion. We're using our two hemispheres of our brain. We're using that high vibration to our advantage. Wow, are you getting into the major arcanas now? The Hanged Man, the 12th card in the major arcana. And of course, it's a Let It Go card. I'm not sure why she kept it as Hanged Man, whereas this is a woman. It should have been Hanged Woman, but well, whatever. Of course, letting go. We do need to let go of some of those expectations and demands that we're putting on ourselves. But also, like I said, that tradition. We need to be a little bit more flexible with what's happening. When we let go of some of these preconceived notions, some of these thoughts and beliefs, we're able to allow the universe to bring in some amazing, different, I know people hate that word, different ideas, perspectives, and opportunities. Shifting and changing, it's important. It helps us to bring in new. This evolution of what we're looking at is going to only strengthen relationships and traditions, which also strengthens ourselves. Now, of course, we have the 12th card in the major arcana, and we have a Knight here. Knights being the 12th card in the minor arcana. When you have that multiple 12, the angels are telling you that this is a time of spiritual growth and awakening, which is true because we are awakening different aspects and pieces while strengthening others. Again, goes back to that devotion. We need to focus in and set those intentions on what we're doing for us and for those around us. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful and that you're able to gain some insight and direction into what the week is offering you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really does help people find me in that sea of YouTube, which strengthens our community and raises our vibration as a whole. Also, if you like this video, and as I alluded to before, I've got a lot of videos coming up, And the best way to ensure that you're not going to miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Now, if you really enjoyed these videos and you want to see me make more, you can support me through my Patreon page. I've got lots of tiers and perks. And of course, those perks, you're looking at personal readings and healings just for you. Plus, I have a library of Patreon exclusive videos just for my supporters. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Carnelian friends.